I understand why mutawatir sounds powerful. When you're taught that so many people reported this that it couldn't be fabricated, it feels like probability is on your side. I believe that too. But when you slow down and actually examine how mutawatir works historically, the argument collapses. First, mutawatir does not mean independent eyewitnesses. It means later transmitters repeating a story that traces back to one original source. In the case of the moon splitting, every narration ultimately goes back to Muhammad himself or a very small circle around him. Multiple chains repeating the same origin is not independent confirmation. That's replication, not verification. Second, there is zero contemporary external evidence for the moon splitting. No Roman, Persian, Chinese, Indian, or astronomical records mention it. This matters because the moon is visible to half the planet at any moment. If it physically split, even briefly, independent observers would record something extraordinary. We have detailed astronomical records from that period. They are silent. That is not neutral. That's negative evidence. Third, mutawatir is an internal Islamic classification, not a historical one. Historians do not accept many later narrators agreed as proof of a miracle. If they did, we'd have to accept miracles from Hinduism, Buddhism, Mormonism, and Roman paganism, all of which also have mass-transmitted miracle traditions. You cannot use a standard that only works for your own religion. Fourth, comparing this to Christianity is misleading. The resurrection is not based on a single vague claim. We have multiple early sources: Paul, the Synoptic Gospels, John, early creeds dated to within a few years of the crucifixion, and hostile witnesses who confirm that Christians believed Jesus rose very early on. You may reject the resurrection, but it is historically grounded in early, multiple, cross-checked sources, not a centuries-later oral system. Fifth, people dying for a belief isn't the argument. The argument is whether they died for something they personally claimed to witness. The disciples are claimed to be eyewitnesses who maintain the resurrection claim under persecution. In Islam, no one outside Muhammad claims to have seen the moon split independently and then staked their life on that testimony. Finally, probability cuts the other way. A global astronomical miracle with no global record is less probable than a localized resurrection claim in a specific historical context with early documentation. I'm not saying Muslims are foolish for believing this. I believed it too. I'm saying the mutawatir argument feels strong emotionally